Hi everyone, in this video I want to talk about solving multi-step equations. Here are the problems that we'll do. Also, to make sure we don't take ourselves too seriously, let's think about our fun question during the video. What is your favorite thing to do in a pool, lake, or the ocean? Okay, so this topic falls under Algebra I. It would be simplifying expressions and solving equations. We are solving multi-step equations, meaning equations that require multiple steps, not just a one or a two-step equation. Okay, so when I see this, I'm thinking k is in a few different spots. How am I going to get k on one side of the equal sign and isolate it? So the first thing I'm seeing is parentheses. So we have to address that with distribution. That's technically -4 times what's in parentheses. -6 times both pieces in the parentheses. Okay, so -20 equals -32k plus 20 plus 36k minus 24. I need to combine like terms. I'm seeing that these two terms have a k in them. Let's drop this -20 and combine those to be 4k. The plain numbers or constants will combine to be -4. Notice my symbols for combining like terms. Just helps keep everything separated. Then I will add 4 on both sides. I'll get -16 is 4k. Divide 4 on both sides, k is -4. If I plug k in as -4, then I should have a statement in the end that where the left side matches the right side. That's one way to check your answer. Now, this next problem has a lot going on. Fractions will not make us scared. I'm just going to tackle the problem exactly as I did, but I'm going to promote the use of my TI-84 calculator is what I use, and that is approved. It's a graphing calculator that's approved on the ACT, and it helps you with some of these nasty fractions. So I'll drop down the first, say, okay, I need to distribute this negative into both pieces. Imagine that being a -1 on the outside. So we have 2p minus 1/8 and then minus, okay, when I am multiplying fractions, I do not need a common denominator. I'm just multiplying what's on top with what's on top. So I'll get -15. Now I need a p here. And then 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, then distribute a -3/2 into 8/5. I get -24 over 10. Drop down the 1/2 p and somehow get p by itself. Okay, so -101 over 40. Then let's do that symbol trick again, where I separate everything. Notice I'm including this negative. Everything with a p goes together. Okay, so I'm going to use my handy dandy calculator, and anytime I put in a fraction, I'm going to use parentheses. So weirdly enough, I end up getting 0p for this one. That's strange. Okay, then I need to do -1/8 and then minus 24/10. And I'm going to get a decimal with using this calculator, but there's a trick where you can go, like this was, to find this number here, it was saying that it was -2.525. So I can do math, the math button, and then it brings up frac. So then you would do enter and enter again, and it will convert that decimal into negative, oh, it's the same fraction as what's on the left side. It's negative 101 over 40. So, now I have to decide, is this one of those special cases or can I actually solve for p? So if I do plus 101 over 40 plus 101 over 40, okay, I have to think about, am I getting a true statement after all is said and done? And I actually get a 0 here and a 0p on the other side. Now anything times 0 is 0. So we end up getting a true statement in the end. 0 is equal to 0. That is true. So I'm going to say true. And I have to remember that other special case, which is when it's false at the end. Let's say the final answer was like 1 equals 3. That is not a true statement. So that final answer would be no solution. But when it's a true statement, meaning you could plug in any p for this and the left side will match the right side, the final answer is all real numbers. And so those special cases could be on a test like the ACT. Okay, so I picked an easier one and a harder one. Now let's go on to the practice problems and see what we have. So one of the easier types compared to obviously this one, the only thing to note here is we have x on multiple sides. This one requires fraction work, so we'll need to use a calculator. I don't recommend doing all this in your head because it's going to take too long and you only get 1 minute per question on the test. So why don't you pause the video if you want to try these? I'm going to show the answers. Here are the answers. We have 0 for the first and negative 15/4 for the next. So to leave you with a little inspiration, I want to show you this. I love this quote. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. This is something I've been adopting more and more into my life, just this mentality. And I hope it brings a little bit of peace to you. So now that you've also had time to ponder the fun question, I'd love to see your answers in the comment section. If you'd like to keep up with new videos, I would appreciate if you click subscribe. Have a great day.